always talk about the back end. Coach brought in 5 new players, the defensive backfield. He felt, I think that was the area of focus for you guys.
Right.
What's your thoughts about performance last year, defensive backfield, how you think you guys will be able to perform this year? Any idea?
I definitely feel like our performance was great last year in terms of just, our competition and our stats and numbers. And then as far as him bringing in new people for us, I feel like it's always great for improvement. It's always room for improvement in our unit. And I feel like the people he brought in definitely will help us this season in the long run. So I'm cool with it.
A couple of the transfers that come in, Chris and then Jordan, how are they fitting so far with you guys?
Chris is definitely taking in more of a leader type role. He's an older guy, so he definitely has been there and he knows what it takes, and he's definitely like catching along with the playbook and terminology. And then Jordan as well, you can see like flashes of him. He can show like why he was a big time prospect in high school and how he can move, and he'll come along very good.
Having guys like that, and then also, I mean, you got guys like DJ coming in. You have Ali getting to play this year, the defensive line. The unit was really good last year. How do you guys take that next step this season?
I always feel like I feel like last year we knew that we saw flashes of what we can do. So now it's just all about putting everything together so we can all, basically take that next step and take that next run and get to, bowl games and championships. So I feel like everybody on the defense knows what we can do, and they're very like confident and excited and anxious to get back out there together.
Every year spring comes up, excitement's always at an all-time high. Just tell me about the energy level, working out with the guys over the winter and building that excitement for this year.
It's definitely a lot of excitement. It's a lot of trash talking going on. When spring ball starts, who's going to be who, and who's going to go against each other. So people definitely can't wait. It's definitely going to be exciting. I can't wait.
Healthy trash talk though, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Coach talked about guys are coming into the locker room with a chip on their shoulder, and they're coming in putting the extra time in, and they're more willing to do that. You being one of the veteran leaders on this team, are you starting to see that more from the younger guys too?
Definitely. It's been a couple of times younger guys have asked me like, yeah, hey, can we get some extra work in the indoor, or hey, are we staying after for this? And I'm always open to it. So that definitely shows me that they care more, that they're really invested in the time of trying to get better and trying to get the team better.
Coach talked about the first couple of years. Talk about your time here at BGSU. Weren't that much fun for the coaching staff? I'm assuming you guys as well. Certainly for the fans. Sounds like again you're really looking forward to having some fun this fall.
Definitely, yeah. When I first got here, it wasn't fun. It was more of a learning experience. Just me like playing at a young age too. It just basically, I saw just like what needs to be done and how we can fix it to get to the next level. And then last year we saw like peaks of like what we can do, and like obviously we had a better record than what we had before. But it just basically showed that we obviously can have the capability to win at any given time. So we just got to all put it together and bring it along.
Everybody expects you to be better this year, but when you look at the schedule, I know you guys have looked at it, and the fans are all talking about it. Toughest schedule in the MAC, one of the toughest in the country.
Right.
Are you guys excited about that schedule?
I definitely am. I love competition. I've never shied away from competition. We obviously do have a tough schedule, but then again, I believe in my team wholeheartedly, and I believe in our coaches and the plan that we got. And so I really have a chip on the shoulder to prove everybody wrong as well.
You talked about seeing the peaks last year, right? And points of those, where you guys were successful.
Mm-hmm.
How do you consistently stay on that level or get near that level on a game-to-game basis?
It's really, I really feel like consistency is the mark of greatness. So I feel like that's the best thing that we have to be, is consistent, even throughout the week in practice, or even every little thing counts, even with school, meetings, all that. I feel like once everybody gets that and we become like a great 100% player-led team, I feel like we can see those constantly.
How different is spring practice from just about anything else in the season? Can you walk us through that from a player's perspective?
Well, really, spring practice is kind of like it's kind of like when you first put your pads on as a little kid. It's like your first time back playing football because you've been in winter off season just grinding so hard. It's like an anticipation just building up basically, because after spring ball you got another whole season of summer before fall camp happens. So it's a lot of anticipation that happens, but I feel like it's good for everybody though.
How has this past off season? You alluded to it already. How has this past off season been different from the off seasons you've had before?
Definitely, it's been different because of last year, of how we saw like the good sparks we had. Now I feel like people know and they have that in their mind, like, okay, we got to go extra hard this offseason just so we can catch back up and be greater than we was last offseason where we left off at.
A lot more folks in the weight room, a lot more folks staying after.
Definitely, a lot of more folks just, I say it's a lot of competition as far as like even like we're lifting weights. We got leaderboards. So if I'm lifting 300, Chris Bacon gonna try to lift 315. Basically, it's like that, which is great for us. So now we got people trying to push each other basically. And then even when we're in like 7-on-7 or mat drill competitions on the field, everybody's trying to win. So I feel like that's good for everybody in the team itself.